In this video, guys, we're going to talk about market psychology and why people like Gene Simmons think that Cardano is a great buy. In fact, we will go into Cardano and 4 other altcoins that are currently sitting below $1. I will go into telling you if tokens below $1 make sense, on what level they make sense, and what is more important to pay attention to rather than the price of the token. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're not already, smash a like, and let's dive into it. So guys, the first one is Cardano, and a lot of people joke about the fact that this is basically a stable coin. And if we look at the charts over the past year, well, it pretty much does feel like it's a stable coin. It's literally almost the exact same price it was a year ago. It has very little movement with an all-time high being at $3. There's really not too much to get excited about. But the point is that we're talking about market psychology, and we can see here actually Gene Simmons, who obviously doesn't know anything about crypto, made this tweet. Why did I buy Cardano? Well, for one thing, it's affordable to almost everybody. It's pennies compared to all my other holdings like Bitcoin, which is over $50,000 a single coin. I believe everyone should be able to afford cryptocurrency. And here's what I believe in. Well, Gene Simmons, have you heard of a Satoshi? You could actually buy 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin, which is called a Satoshi. Everybody can afford Bitcoin. So even though Gene Simmons is telling you that it's affordable to buy one whole coin, because you can buy Cardano right now at 95 cents, the market cap is what we want to look at. And fully diluted valuation is also very, very important. Why? Because circulating supply only tells you the amount of coins in circulation right now. But if you ever look at a token metrics schedule for any project, you will see that they've got different buckets of coins allocated for certain things like ecosystem growth, marketing, team, advisors, things like that. And they will all say something like locked for 6 months, vested over 12 months, or locked for 3 months, vested over 24 months, whatever. But this just means that these tokens are unlocked from a smart contract and can be sold in the market, increasing the supply of total tokens, diluting your share of the entire token supply. Let me give you an example of something, and I'm going to give you a little spoiler here to talk about one of my favorite ones, but it's not my favorite one. Let's look at Cardano versus Algorand. So Algorand is currently 85 cents with a market cap of $5.6 billion. When you can see that Cardano is 95 cents with a market cap of $31 billion. So even though 85 cents versus 95 cents is quite close, Cardano is actually 6 times more expensive than Algorand. So Cardano is actually not cheap, no matter what Gene Simmons said. At a $31 billion market cap, it is actually very expensive, and you cannot expect a tremendous amount of upside. Like, there's no way you're going to see a 20 or 30x in Cardano anytime soon. Okay, guys, next is a coin that's, well, how do I put this? I'm not going to go out there and encourage you to necessarily buy this. There's several problems I have with it, but it is a competitor of Dogecoin, and you should instantly be able to guess what I'm talking about. That's Shiba Inu. And the reason I decided to include this video is because they're creating the Shibverse, which is Shiba's metaverse. They're doing land sales. They're creating all kinds of new tokens. So they've got like Leash and Bone, and it has a cult-like following. And literally all that would need to happen is Jeff Bezos or something to come out and support Shiba, since Elon is supporting Dogecoin, and it's going to shoot up tremendously. Okay, so the next one is going to be Efinity. I've been talking about this for quite some time. Why am I bullish on it? Well, it is an NFT ecosystem. It's a layer 1 blockchain built in Polkadot, and it was created by the team from Engine. And Engine is a massive project in the crypto gaming ecosystem, with hundreds of games being built in that ecosystem. You can see why it's a very powerful narrative. Now, again, going back to the price, we're at 39.8 cents with a current market cap of $67 million and a fully diluted valuation at $800 million at a 40 cents. Again, this is coming back to the whole topic of the video. It's something that is affordable for people to buy. And actually, this one is quite affordable from a market cap perspective as well. Fourth, but not last, last is actually, I think, my favorite on the list today, even though Algorand is really, really impressive. And I don't think it has gotten its moment in the spotlight yet, even though sitting at 80 cents would put it at a $5.4 billion market cap. that still has an easy 5-6x to go. It is an ultra fast, ultra scalable, ultra secure layer one blockchain that is aiming to be the blockchain for specifically DeFi. Although they do have capability of doing games and NFTs, they're marketing themselves as a DeFi layer, which has to be ultra secure. So Algorand was invented in 2017. They've been going since, and it was created by MIT professor Silvio Micali, and really his expertise is zero knowledge proofs. And everybody I speak to that is very knowledgeable in the crypto space is very bullish on Algorand, and their ecosystem is becoming quite robust. As somebody who is a venture capitalist and is getting pitched all the time, different projects building on different ecosystems, I am starting to hear more and more and more projects building on the Algorand ecosystem, which makes me more bullish. Algorand has had a run up, but it hasn't had that same kind of parabolic growth that we saw from Avalanche and Solana. For that reason, I still think that it's going to happen. We're going to have another layer one rally, and things like Algorand are going to get their moment in the spotlight to shoot them up to the top 15 market cap. Number 5 on the list today, the one I am the most bullish on, Verasity, you could think of as kind of a all-encompassing platform for esports. Esports is one of the fastest growing verticals in the entire world. It is exploding. And with esports tournaments racking in prize pools in the tens of millions of dollars per tournament and getting views over 1 million people watching some of these tournaments, it is no wonder why this industry is exploding. And ad revenue is insane. Ad revenue is the majority of driving revenue in this entire sport. So what Verasity is doing is actually building in ways, they're calling it proof of view, to make sure that ad revenue is, or ads are actually being viewed by real humans and not just bots. Because in this watch to earn kind of narrative where a lot of people are earning from watching ads, for example, they're just having bots do it all day long. And that's not really fair for advertisers, right? So what Verasity is doing is they're guaranteeing their advertisers, hey, people are actually watching this content, and they're doing that. In the deep dive, I'll get into all the ways that they make that possible. But one example is they can see if the tab of the ad is actually being displayed on the screen, or if it's tucked away on another tab, or if it's muted or minimized. They can see that, and then you won't get credit for watching that ad, for example. So this is just one of the revenue models in Verasity, but right now sitting at $100 million market cap is, I think, quite underrated. You can see that they already have massive partnerships. So Verasity, just because I think it's like the dominant player right now in all of esports and blockchain and been building for 5 years, makes me incredibly bullish at a $100 million market cap. Again, I think it's way underrated. And of course, at just 2 cents a token, it is definitely fitting the bill for today's video of coins under $1. According to Gene Simmons, very cheap. In my opinion, way undervalued. I think Verasity is definitely the number one coin on today's video, and definitely fits the bill for tokens under $1. And that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, make sure that you smash the likes for me. It would mean a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you would like deep dives on any of the projects I mentioned today, especially Algorand and Verasity, let me know in the comments below. Guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.